Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, the show where we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston, and joining me as always, Mood here.
You really just can't get that through today, can you?
I just cannot.
Also,
I have
stop saying that.
not enough food and too much caffeine. Also joining me is Monkey Senior.
Hello.
We're here to talk about Everspace. Gotta say something here at the beginning. Thank you, Moonpier, for choosing this. Everspace is dope.
It's pretty cool. It is.
Yep.
I've played a whole bunch of Everspace this week. I've tried not to play too much because I don't want to burn myself out. I think I played 10 runs this week.
I did about the same, to be honest.
Yeah, and each run, I wouldn't say is long, but after like your first one or two runs, you're like, all right, yeah, I largely get this. Like I get how to survive. I get to get the idea of like, hey, maybe don't shoot the orange ships because they don't like that.
I learned that real quick too.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, enemies. All right. Oh no, they're real bad. And I picked up a lot of that pretty early, but I'm also really happy that this game has an option to turn off auto roll, because that was the only thing in this game that made me sick. And it's okay if my ship is upside down because I still know where I'm going. And I don't need the game to auto roll.
You can't tell you're upside down. Like that's the best thing about being in space. Like when you're playing an Ace Combat game, you're like, look, it's so cool. I'm flying upside down. The floor is the ceiling.
Right.
It makes sense. Whereas in space, which way is up is kind of an irrelevant question anymore.
That's true. Yeah. So I think Everspace is the type of roguelike that I really like, where your upgrade tree, your upgrades between runs is really clear, and especially early on is giving you really significant bonuses. And I like that it goes one step further, where like if one upgrade item has like 4 steps before you get the full upgrade or before it like fully unlocks, it'll say like, oh, you've spent 500 credits out of 2,000 total. It's like, well, I have 2,500. I'll just upgrade the rest of this. I really like that one instead of like you're learning as you go. It's like, no, man, you have enough to just kind of finish this one out. So I appreciate that, because I feel like a lot of these games don't do that, where it's like, all right, you spent 500. Next one's 750. Next one's 1,500. It's like, oh, well, I wouldn't have done that if I knew I didn't have enough money. Like, come on, guys.
No, yeah. I really, really love the loop on this. It's not the best loop I've ever had. Yeah. But it definitely feels like a good loop. Like, it's got a really good, solid... Like, I had some really bad runs, including attacking those orange ships that you really shouldn't. I had a really couple of bad runs, and I still felt at all times like I was making progress.
Yeah. Yep.
Me too. Yeah. Like when I first started the game, like immediately, like the first firefights was just getting destroyed. I'm just like, man. And then I changed my controls to preset C, and that made flying make way more sense to me.
So did you stop with the triggers? Because I've been trying to figure out like a flight method, because I don't like the accelerate being on the triggers, because I always end up...
It's a little weird.
I always end up like lifting myself up instead of going forwards.
Right.
Yeah. So the way I control it, it's kind of like just a basic third-person shooter with the extra dimension with preset C, because it's the left stick is just go forward, back, left, right, like strafe, left, right, and then the right stick is aim, and then the two left side triggers are up and down.
Interesting. I may have to
maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, like once I got that, I was just like, I can fight now, basically.
I can like strafe and stuff.
Yeah. And with that, that also gave me less motion sickness too. Because when I was first playing, I was just getting like, I did one run and I'm like, oh, I feel like throwing up.
Right. Yeah, because even in the early fights, some especially like one-on-one dogfights, like a ship will pass you and you'll just kind of turn around or like roll to look at it, and just like twisting and turning and swirling. It's just like, just hold on, this is like area 1. Let's take it down a little bit. Like, stop moving so much. Yeah, did you guys buy the Encounters DLC?
I did not know.
No.
Okay. Boy, is that a pretty significant upgrade on the base game. It introduces stuff to you really early. And I wish they would do a better job of selling this. But essentially, there's a number of people you run into in the world that you have a storyline with. And then they'll be like, okay, cool,
This is
nice
what
to meet
those
you.
achievements are that I'm
Yeah.
seeing on my
I look-
achievement list, where it's
I
like,
looked through
complete
the
quest
achievements
line
too.
for this person.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
who's this person? Oh.
Yeah, because you'll have like a quick storyline. It'll be like, oh yeah, like nice to meet you, cool. And they'll be like, hey, I'll see you again. And they have an icon on the map. Run into him somewhere else, and they're like, oh, I need your help doing X, Y, and Z in these 4 places on this map. Come follow me and help me. And then they'll give you some sort of big bonus, whether or not it's like 5,000 credits or some big upgrade for your ship or something like that. So far, I've run into each person like a couple times. One guy was like, let's go take on this pirate base over on this moon. And my ship immediately got destroyed completely. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I need to get a little bit better at this before I do that. But yeah, I really clicking with Everspace so far. It's
Yeah, I'm not gonna
really
lie.
good.
Like platform of choice. Actually, something we usually discuss. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
jeez.
PS4,
PS4 for me, yeah.
Switch,
I went
or PC?
Xbox. No.
Xbox.
Because I was reading like the reviews for it on the Switch, and they're saying like the frame rate is just absolutely terrible on the Switch. So
I would believe
and
that,
the Xbox One X has the
4K version.
enhanced. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
sure,
nice.
I'll go down on Xbox.
That was going to be my next question, is whether or not you're playing on an X, because oh boy, does that thing look beautiful.
It's a real good looking game.
Like, so surprised at how great that thing looks.
Mm-hmm. And I've been really excited for Everspace 2, which it's not going to be a roguelike, maybe for better, maybe for worse. I'm not sure.
I can see why.
Yeah.
After playing it like after this week, it's just like, okay, I get why they didn't want to do another roguelike.
Yeah, and it's like you have more of a story in the second one, and it's more like a Diablo style loot game. And it's like, all right, cool. Like I can see I like the roguelike a lot, and I like Diablo style games a lot. So like maybe I think I'll like both of them for different reasons. But man, I think like 1 or 2 runs in Everspace, and I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. This is real good. But
Real good.
But I feel like this is one of those games I might never see the end of, because maybe I won't ever get good enough, but that's okay because I'm having fun flying. It's been a really long time since I've played a flying in space and shooting stuff game, so I'm kind of having fun on that novelty at the very least. Yeah.
So for me, for this week, so you guys said you played like about 10 runs, right? And I was like at half. So I had 4 runs of, just doing the normal thing, like getting destroyed. And I'm like, I was kind of getting frustrated. So I went to easy. And I was like,
I play mostly on easy.
Yeah, I want money so I can upgrade my I guess pilot and my ships and whatever. So my 5th run was an easy run, and I went all the way to Sector 5.
Yeah,
before getting wrecked.
Easy is pretty easy.
And that run, I got 15,000. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy another ship.
Oh, wow.
So this week, I have another ship. It's like,
there you go. Yeah, I've largely been playing on easy because I feel like normal is probably fine once you get your legs under you a little bit, but starting on normal, I feel like most of it was fine, but like the damage that enemy ships are doing to you felt pretty crazy. And I never got to upgrade my shield in my ship early enough in a run to kind of stop a lot of that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to change my control scheme too and see if Control CMC is going to really do it for me.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts here for Everspace Week 1?
It's a really good game.
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you're not playing Everspace along with us, you should. It's really good. And it was like $12 on PS4 for the game and the expansion. So that's a pretty good deal. So, all right. Well, that's our episode. And we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.